Welcome to Off the Cuff, another week of fun. How you boys? You good?
I'm good. I've got a, as Bruno would say, got a doozy for you. What was it you're saying?
I've got a doozy.
You got a doozy.
Well, we all got doozies.
Too.
Far away.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well,
I've got a nice one for you.
you always have a nice one.
You always have a nice one. That's all right. We're here for discussion.
The thing is, what I want to know is, should celebrities be role models? Should celebrities be role models?
Oh.
And that's a big one. You know why I ask that? Because the way I look at it is, yeah, I'm gonna pluck a celebrity out of nowhere. Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna pluck a Ronaldo.
Oh yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano
right.
Ronaldo.
I just wanted to clarify because there's also
There's
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
who
Yeah,
just
you
retired.
would have to ask a Man U
Yeah.
guy, wouldn't you?
No,
Well, he's
Cristiano
plays for
Ronaldo.
Real Madrid
Well,
now.
he
Thank
used
God
to.
we got rid of him.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good. That's a key word. Was.
That's
All
why
right.
they got
Anyway,
rid of him.
enough
Bottom
sports.
line,
Enough
thing
sports.
about it is, he should be a sporting role. So, as a role model for how to play football, how to be dedicated to playing football, yeah, because you want to aspire to be your role model, yeah, okay. But if he goes out, has too many drinks, yeah, and gets into a fight,
Smashes his car.
you know, why do people then say he's a bad role model? He's a role model for what he does, not for all the other stuff. And I think in our society we're unable to separate it. Like George Best was a fantastic footballer.
Oh,
yeah?
but he had a.
Drinking issues.
He had issues,
but
yeah.
He wasn't anyone's role model to. I don't want to go and drink like George Best. He'd be in the media, but no one really called him a role model. Nowadays, everybody is a role model. You get
Anyone that's got any type of fame.
yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Best one to bring up is, and I'm going to let you roll with this one because you mentioned it earlier on, Charlie Sheen.
Well, I mean, he's just in the headlines right
Hot
now.
off the press.
He's in the headlines pretty much every day at the moment. But no, look, I mean, Charlie Sheen is a perfect example of a bad role model in one extent, but he's also a good role model in another extent.
Yeah,
Depends on
where's
how
he
you
good?
want to. Okay.
I disagree.
No,
No,
you see, let me.
where's he good?
Okay, for example, obviously he's a bad role model because of the antics that he gets up to, and I'm sure
Why?
most people know.
No.
Why?
That's why I
Why?
disagree.
'Cause
That's
who
why I
his character
disagree.
is. That's who
No,
his
but
character
this is the point. Okay, people classify it as being a bad role model because there are people who are going to see what he does and therefore go ahead and do what
You
he
can't
does.
afford to do what he does. Do you have that? Do you have that? Do you know something? You got some cash I don't know about?
Well, all I can say is I don't know that many porn stars, but no. But what I'm saying is like I loved his comment. It was just straight after all the big issue.
I think I remember that
where
comment,
his
yeah.
comment was, "Why are we focusing on me, on my personal life, what I do, when there are such issues as Egypt, going on?"
Yeah, he was
We
talking
should be-
about that time.
We should be talking about. Well, it was only last week, so he was talking about. Egypt is a more important issue than what I do in my personal life. Why is my life more important than what people are going through, what people are dying for in other countries?
Okay,
But
first
why-
of all, on that
but why?
topic, it's a
But why?
society. They want to hear gossip and they want this. That's more important than somebody across the world.
But why is he a
dying.
role model?
Yeah, why?
Unless you want to hang out with prostitutes and porn
No.
stars, which is great if you aspire to that. And
When I
he's a
say
great role
he's
model
when
in
I
that
say he's a
sense.
great role model, I'm not saying he's a great role model. Okay, what I'm saying is one of the things that he promotes is that he lives his life the way he is.
That's fine.
He is true to his own character,
That's fine.
and I think people should be taught to be themselves, not to change themselves for other people.
But he's
Oh,
not.
no, no.
That's
No,
what
but
he
let's not get
is.
away-
That's who he is, exactly, and that's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
And-
but
No,
that
but
should
let's not
not
get
come
away
under as
from
a
the
role
fact.
model. That's got nothing to do
Exactly.
with being a role model.
Exactly.
The role model is what he appears on TV. If people want to look at him and say, he's a nice guy, he's funny, he's great, that's it. Whatever he does personally, out of scene, out of frame, out of film, out of television, his own life in his own home, or in somebody's private residence, that's his business.
Totally,
But
I agree.
unfortunately, the media, hey, they have to make money. They make up some stories and all that crap.
Well, it's not even
That's
made
it.
up. The fact is they put those stories out.
Well, that's what I mean. They make up some stories to bring out some.
Well, no,
they throw a hook and fish him out.
I wouldn't use the word make up these stories, you know, because
No, they do make up some of them.
No. Let me just.
Did you just call me granddad?
He did.
I just thought, shoot. Hold on a minute, you're not that far off.
All he's saying is that you're a couple of years ahead of him, and he's catching up to you.
Mentally.
Is that why you shake your head to make yourself look younger?
Mentally.
Yeah, he just wanted to highlight the greys. That's all. To give him a bit of distinguished look about it.
I checked the camera, and I've noticed you can't really.
You can't see the grey hairs?
No, you can't.
Yeah, well, I'll point them out.
right.
They're right there.
No, but on a serious note, like, you know, you all know by now. You all know we live in Australia, and the footy season's about to start. We play rugby league over here. If you don't know it, that's one of the bigger games that we played over here. And
AFL, you mean?
No, rugby league.
Rugby league, mate.
sorry.
Rugby league. What state are you in?
Well, I don't know. I thought I was in Victoria for a minute.
You got to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to remember. Rugby league is pretty much just New South Wales and Queensland. If you're looking at a more Australian sport,
I'm just
you should
going
be
to
looking
upset
at
you now
AFL.
because
AFL, now we're not talking about.
Yeah,
we're not
anyway,
talking
let's a side issue.
No, but that also brings in the AFL
But even
guys.
AFL guys,
AFL
exactly,
guys.
just all sporting guys, really.
All sporting guys are spoken about. Like what I was saying was the NRL season's about to start, which is the rugby league season, and we can be guaranteed that every week there'll be a new scandal. Yeah.
Well, there's already a scandal off season.
Well, prior to it starting, you know.
I mean, like I remember one situation where